I have said it before and I'm definitely going to say it again. I personally believe that the Disney community, all of us, make up the best community in the world. If you've been a part of our family for a little while, you may have heard me say that once or twice before, but why do I believe that? What is the reason behind my belief there? Today I'm diving into that answer, and it's not as complicated as you may think. I believe this wholeheartedly simply because of Walt Disney. Walt Disney built the company on a foundation, and it's that foundation which our Disney community is also built on. Walt Disney came up with a theme park idea just so he could spend more time with his daughters. He doesn't want to just sit there on the bench and watch them have fun. He wants to have fun together. Family fun. That's what it was all about. The parks, the company, and the community continued to build on that foundation that Walt Disney put together, all coming together to share in our love and passion for this very special place. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly the same for everyone. It's the basis on which it's built. Whether it's a very intense ride that brings you back to that family togetherness and having fun and just playful, enjoying your time there, or maybe it's a slower ride or just a show or a seeing of the monorail, whatever it is that brings you to that feeling is why we have the best community in the world. It's not the how we love Disney, the rides, the shows, the food. It's not the how, it's the why that makes this community so strong. With that in mind, I want to talk about some of the primary things that are most important to our community. Now, when I say most important to our community, I'm not going to be talking about a specific ride or a specific show or a specific dining venue. I'm talking about overarching ideas and things at the parks or the resorts that we truly tie into. First up, and these are in no particular order, the opportunity to reminisce. For many of us in the Disney family, seeing that castle or spaceship Earth the first time after a long period of time can bring smiles, tears, and even more. And for those who maybe don't know Disney as well, new to Disney, see us either crying or smiling or whatever it is, laughing when we see the castle, and they wonder why. Well, you know, that's a great looking castle, but why do you feel this way? The reason is the magic. This magic that we're feeling, this community, comes from within all of us. Seeing that castle or spaceship Earth or just seeing Mickey Mouse may remind us of great times in the past, and so we didn't have to get older. I didn't say grow up, I said get older. Before those times where we could just kind of just take it all in and smile and not have a care in the world. It reminds us of past times where we don't have to worry about taxes or the rent being due or buying groceries. None of that. We just get to reminisce about our favorite memories. With that said, I don't believe it's one specific thing. I think it's a combination of things. Maybe it's seeing the monorail and then the castle, or the Dole Whip along with the windows on Main Street USA, or something like that. Several things make us feel this way and allow us to reminisce and smell and see the things that we know and love. The second thing that I believe is extremely critical to our community is the ability to disconnect from the real world. Walt Disney himself said, "I don't want the public to see the world they live in while they're in the park. I want them to feel like they're in another world." Let's face it, there is always going to be something in the world that makes us feel stressed or anxious or something to worry about. There's always something like that in the world. It's just the way of the world. Disney is our escape from everything else. We can go, we can enjoy ourselves as a family or even by yourself and have a fantastic time, not a care in the world. Now, I know that there are some who are going to say, Michael, but that's not the world we're living in. And I couldn't agree more with you. Absolutely, 100%. But that's the point. Even during major world conflicts, having an escape for so many of us is vital. It doesn't mean that something isn't still happening in the world. Absolutely it is, but this is our just few days or maybe a week or two just to escape and just forget about it. Just a little break to forget about all of those things and just smile and have a good time. That's it. Imagine a soldier from years past during Operation Desert Storm, just as an example, who's been in conflict and had to really protect our nation, and they come back from all of this, and their one big escape to make them feel relaxed, it doesn't have to be Disney, but for this example I'm going to use Disney, is to go to Walt Disney World and just forget all about it. Of course, it could be the beach, anywhere else you want to go, no doubt about it, but just imagine that. It's still happening in the world, yes, absolutely, but to be able to go and just shoulders coming down, relax, breathe easy, sleep well in those resorts, have a great time with friends or family or by yourself, whatever it is, that is so worth it. Doesn't mean the situation has stopped, not at all. Just means that you have that break just for a little while. The last one I want to mention today is the theming all around Disney parks. Theming has always been a huge part of the Disney experiences, being able to feel like you've been transported to a brand new place. The ability to make us feel like we've been transported somewhere else has evolved over the years, but in my opinion, it's been a really good transformation. Thinking about the Magic Kingdom and Adventureland, you go into the jungle, it's great, you have a great time. Then we see the evolution of the theming with World Showcase, where you travel all around the world and really are immersed in those countries when you're in there, no passport required. Down the road we got theming like Pandora, World of Avatar, and more recently Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Batuu, which is the location where that is, where you go and you cannot see any other part of Florida, Walt Disney World, the real world at all. It totally fades away. You are fully immersed in that experience. The theming goes so far that you can talk to any cast member inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and say, "Where in Florida are we?" And they're going to say, "I've never heard of that planet. We're on Batuu." They go that far with the theming, and I love it. We can see the evolution of theming in rides as well. Most recent example, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You can look anywhere in that attraction once you're in, and you look up in the ceiling, to the right, to the left, below where you're walking. None of it looks like planet Earth. It doesn't. It looks like you have fully gone in to a Star Wars movie. That's how theming works at Disney. We have the greatest community in the world, not just because we go to a place. You're going to Florida again, going to California again, seeing the mouse again, as some may say. We have the best community in the world because we strive to bring smiles and happiness to those who mean the most to us. Walt Disney did the same thing when he created Disneyland to spend more quality time with his girls, so in a way that makes us all a little like Walt Disney. Those are my thoughts about what is really critical to our Disney community. I sure hope you enjoyed today's video. I personally am extremely proud to be a part of the best community in the world, and I know that if we keep on believing, the dreams that we wish will come true. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me today and our amazing community. Until next time, have a magical day.